When we come to power, nobody will pay fees. I was talking to a politician, and they were talking about fee-free education. Nobody should pay fees. When we come to power, nobody will pay fees. And I'm sure when you hear all that, you are happy. Nobody will pay fees. Fee-free. Education can never be free. Somebody is paying for it. Tell me who is paying for it. See, when they come to you and say things like fee-free education, you are happy. Take your children to school. Say, oh, they don't pay fees. The government is good. We don't pay fees. You know why you think you don't pay fees? It's because you can't even understand what is going into that. Because you see, nothing is free. You are paying for it. Only you are being told you didn't pay. How do you pay for it? Through taxation. Who pays the taxes? Me. So I pay tax, and you tell me you've given me free education when it's my taxes that paid for it. So don't tell me any fee-free education. The other thing too is if somebody tells you anything is free, ask them what's the quality. Because if you don't know the quality, don't take it free. If somebody tells you something is free, ask them, what control do I have on it? Because you see, if you think that it's free, even when it's bad, you can't complain. I said to the person, I don't want fee-free education. I don't believe in it. I said, pay me well my due and let me have the joy of paying my own child's school fees, so that my child is not a property of the state. He's my own child, and I have the dignity of a father to pay for my own child. So when my child grows up, I said, I paid your fees. You can't wait till your child grows up, and when he does something, you can't say anything because you didn't pay his fees. So you pay me badly, but give me cheap education. And the reason why you and I would take it is because ignorance makes it very easy for you to accept anything. If we are going to be agents of change, one of the first things we have to do is to start getting knowledge. When you start getting knowledge, you become totally dangerous to everybody who wants to oppress you. Because you see, they can take everything from you, but they can't take what's in your brain out of you. Jesus said, you shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free.
Yes, Mama Petty. But you have power. Not so Kwaku Pelguma, you fish a wood, dear. Ufri Bona Hapuntino, or Quadobanti. Would your mother's money beneath our year, Mr. Contract, I am Pamau. Obidia or Mopeta Salano Pa, Nanka Minister's office. Over here, them Betiao, no more you Tarzan Ghana, dear shown, so no Marco Bonanado, man, yes, so, ye heavy person. Me no be a member, yes, we are, say, Ebia person, Remy. It's never Duma me yen, Debianam Christian, Cobain, and your petino, and a man resources. Not men call party office and was sign any Takuana Damada, Semekatama Petty, and I'm yes, Mama Petty. Maria Bapawa. Not so Kwaku Pelguma, you fish a wood, dear. Ufri Bona Hapuntino, or Quadobanti. Would your mother's money beneath our year, Mr. Contract, I am Pamau. Obidia or Mopeta Salano Pa, Nanka Minister's office. Over here, them Betiao, no more you Tarzan Ghana, dear shown, so no Marco Bonanado, man, yes, so, ye heavy person. And I am not in for that. But they are not so entire. Me, I am Yameno, fooling the food soldier. As you could for Mudifa or Mokos. Ebedi pertinent me ka ho bi me kan kofo mu di fe o mu course koye pertinent obisi brani e ma contract ya me koye 60,000 Ghana. What is 60,000 Ghana? Etimi da me nya me nkasa ma pertinent bi me so me de me nsa ba sise mbotom ba kofo adi aduma no e na odi duku akikiri die e na odi ntoma afa die e na odi bi afia ne sauce mu na odi nam ba kofo atisa aduma no Omokan Kwaku and the group when ye, Udo ye, and yes, Yanet and the war Patewa, or so a minute or one fat, or so a Yamabra. Surprise you are for the only day of 120 time or to me, China be after the girlfriend. Yes, Yanet and the war Patewa, or so a minute or one fat, or so a Yamabra. Surprise you are for the only day of 120 time or to me, China be after the girlfriend.
Hey, Kwaku Agyei wo kasa. Was it a biddy? A bin so dear come the woman.
Me no be a me be yes, we are say e be a person rem. Eti na maduma me ye nyina da bia na mprisi na koba nyina na nye party no and na mam resources. Na me nko party office nko sign enyi taku na damada. Se me kasa ma party na me yes mama party. Bari ya ba power. Na se wo Kwaku peduma ye fi se wo de wo firi bona hafonti no wo kodoba nti wo de ye ma waduma ne bi ni se wo ye ne se contract ayem pa ma obi bia wo mo pesa sara no pa na nka wo na minister se office o wo be ye dem be tia no ma yi 1,000 Ghana bia se wo nse no ma kobo na na do amane so ye heni pa tuma. And I am not in for that. But they are not doing me. I am no fooling the full soldier. As who for Mudifa or Mokos. Ebedi pertinent, me can be me can call Mudifa or Mokos for your pertinent. Obisi Brania Mao contract, I may call ya 60,000 Ghana. What is 60,000 Ghana? And to me, I mean, ya mean Kasa ma pertinent be. Men so me the men say best to same bottom. Ba Kwaku Agyei aduma no na odi duku akikiri die na odi ntoma afa die na odi bi afia ne sauce mu na odi nam ba Kwaku atisa aduma no omokan Kwaku ani nte group we na enye udo ye and yes ya ne se ne ho opese wo a o hwe wani ni se ho fa o so onyema bra surprise you akodi onim se ye 120 time wo ho o timi cha na bi aso no girlfriend so
hey, Kwaku Agyei wo kasa. Was it a biddy? A bin so dear come the woman. See, say a beard the beer may be the Duke of Bobby Mwachi with the Ashay or Motomo Pranfo bin one when you be Nidia. And yet Monko from Pranfo no may Jumano. Or not in time, so Wakasama party they say what they are thinking of a crack. I bring you on one Gazat in the party MPP so. Sir MPP, Nyakon Fono Dawson. So what Nancy I show one and a rabo. See, why a first vice chairman, Ewo NPP, when you couldn't have Mantemo. Wakasa de ma party ni pa abronya DC any a friend one. So they said there, what they took that said they different party with Agyei. Say radio so say TV so be who sorry agina no ye adwuma ne ade wase ho. They said they don't do for tegare. Fuse na wase wani fula bio wase adwuma no wo ma betun aye no wo mo nto aso. Fise
I don't have a problem with Asafo because I'm Catholic. One Catholic and a year. Or Paso be a who say, I didn't know okay. First of all, Asafo, is there element of truth or not? There is element of truth about Nkofona Otri or Casa. Are you saying, say, in the more you be a Otri or authority will be a way? We are people in there. Maybe so who to me Kawasemi. Aha, if you say, what say you say, what say you say MPP don't put it. Aha. It's a wrong question. Good. What is it? Castle. Castle. Please tell that. I said tell that to the box. And you know, me, Nimside, the one day, me, and I buy the bar say, oh, Israwa Abuam 2000 na you see your first security ever castle. How? So let me check. Me check here. I know catch him say no. And yeah, security are here far. But guy be why MPP bodyguard be paying. And now we training. But the training maybe a marketing arms. And I'm catching about don't pay money to anybody. Anybody who tells you say Obama or yet more security company for 2,000 cities they make.
I thought that would be all banu.
It's not true. And I left it like that.
Yo, abusuafo, mamu nyina ha, nse ene de ebedi kan de aseda amatwedi ampon, nyankopon. Se etie ya ketremada bodwema moje di mu afurusani ye de aseda be ma no. Na the unfortunate aspect ne se ene no NDC yante asempapa. Ni nyina ne se enti ya ye nya ne se your former national chairman Dr. Kwaku Agyei emse ese wakanchinagu enti ayarewosem edema the National Democratic Congress abusuaku ni nyina de beka ne se nyankopon emfa ne kra ensi na omba no baby papa entra na onjina na mo so ensi na yebefa akonye so ama abusua ni nyina yakọ se baby abusua ni nyina wo no yebeka chro mo se ewum se yade nanso so no yeden ya se nyame ono ana ema ono aso na Agyei na abusua no etimi enya abotoye mu kakra emre wi mu ye trying times edima ababu abusua ne NDC amanyuku ni nyina enti mefa akonya so na mama abusua fo ni nyina hyeden se minim se enoma ebe na makan no awie no enura em se me madwen se manase expose na ibaye no me nya time emfo ami ankasa me opinion and my thoughts on manase expose no my tie no na me madwen se ka me kire madwen but unfortunately em se ya no mfo de omo baji mu ma network no em se na twetwesi nti me wie ye na me realize mu se video na ankasa ne live yi na me ye no se de na me hwehwe no ankɔ sa ti na hu behia se ene no ebenya abotre wie ya ni aka janagum ama president Akufo-Addo ahu se ontimi emfa abedwafo nyankoa e wo Ghana ha yama president Akufo-Addo ate ase se ni nya atwom no Ghana fo ye ni tuam yama president Akufo-Addo ate ase se so ye conmana shafa na okoji free ye prophet Owusu Bempa no saa beben no a the horn of unicorn no da promeshe da ba ni mo hia se ya ne aye ho nkyerekere na amanfo ahu abeben na Owusu Bempa de ma no ase kire the friend the horn of unicorn na ade bi atete no ne de ma ahemfo akese a se ne kromfo anane manfo oye bibi na enye no mo sore ne so ayete se shafa na opegya no de hwe kroni direction a okasa asem na no de ntese de nkra na esa adwobre enti de president Akufo-Addo kwaji Owusu Bempa no in essence no shafa ba me Kwaku Asafo Agyei de sa shafa no me enyame enti ebekoso a kire ya adwen afa ya president Akufo-Addo amana hu se oye conmana se na no na ohun ni se dem se Ghana for no ye o kan emto ya sum bio. Let me state for the records say president Akufo-Addo me Kwaku Asafo Agyei me madwenem no is going down in the history of Ghana as the most insincere and the most dishonest president Ghana yenya ever in our history. President Akufo-Addo, he's the most insincere and the most dishonest president, not just under the Fourth Republic, but ever in the history of Ghana. Omampani pa bonten aina se vigilante no mummy hwe ne yemu no na normal omo ye no enye na obi painti Ghana black na obi entimi painti Ghana black just to say wonu kwa ne parochial interest na waka no wo sympathy oka onim se waka Ghana fo ate because of say wanyini na sebi ni mfie ku akire ni ntino oka because of say akokra na ekasa ni nti obi abeje atum masa uhu President Akufo-Addo no kase hwesoro form. I am telling you sa vigilante semi ne tagri any violence to trust semi e wo Ghana ha ene afoforo yen a ye hu kotoko mfa kura nsem a ene o my Ghana agye ensami ene obi ayem hyehye no wan ne kofa bai minka se past presidents and our past governments e bai no na sebe atutura semu nkoso. But President Akufo-Addo, under the implementation of the All Die Be Die policy, no, I elevated violence, to a different level altogether. So sometimes I watch TV, I listen to radio. Now me say, journalists for no mo yenya no. Ebi mo pese omo man yet say their experiences since 92 elections near the ade no. Bia na esi so enough is enough. I na emesere. They should be minded. Say no man President Akufo-Addo yem so man timi anka no kra nche na BBC o maga na mu a. It is not only NDC people who are going to be affected. Masa nipa boni 40 krom so oba be di boni adwen boni aba ni tiri ma. No o twi tu na o twi sika na o twi agyan a. Ohun a o party card dem mo maso. Ohun a o party card nya ho na o koyi se o ba bi eda kra wrafi. Ohun abone no odi bedi wo bia asa na wa realize ehun so ono ane party for no kra no sebe ebi mo ba be ye victims of operations enti no man na e koso na yeti ha no ma ye unya journalist wo bi na ai ebisi wo kire pone ebisi wo talency ebisi ye no me national security for die esi ye na ye ka ho asem no na san krofo no me national security. Some crofona mo ka omo asem say talents ye hu so bi akwa security uniform ase bulletproof vest ekita shockers ekita assault rifles M16 AK47 e dey bo tutuo at innocent unarmed Ghanaians ana. You see, sometimes let us be very honest with ourselves. So we should be minded say President Akufo-Addo ateki violence to a different level altogether, and the one implementation of the All Die Be Die policy. No? And then the woman as a result of the President Akufo-Addo Ghana for bebrebe, including the clergy, the civil society organizations, the media, obia hypocrisy into obia kana nutuma yentimi anka no kranche papa we. President Akufo-Addo ne ba no be catch us on Ghana police phone the time of opposition. And because of that, no, ono de obe for me ono ankasa ni group a omo webon ho ban. Who doesn't know say President Akufo-Addo currently the bodyguards no omo garden no some rantiema to form you know they were part of the invincible force. Who doesn't know wey a tried knowledge, everybody knows it. Who doesn't know say Kennedy is on record say omo na na finance that data forces for Kumasi, and that 2008 krana say security break here no so pay 100,000 Ghana cedis 1 billion and the Royal Park Hotel Kumasi and they finance the activities of these hoodlums criminals. Say the beya omo betimi awini sa election na sebe nyame on pass embonisu anya adwuma Professor Meso wini ena ya atoaso sa na aba beduru ba bia yaduri. You see, President Akufo-Addo me e ka me nko a me dem ye individual, but your party no show goodwill say e say ye nyina ye tu anamo na ye solve sa no ma we. Other than that, anka e ono na wo so ofa una wadua wakofa jata ba fie no abenyan ene efoforo, but me kura ni hu ni say he is not being sincere because our first strategy bi and ono ne party tax ni woodlums na wura the security setup nim owie no wo hu say no on any day omo betimi only shi sankrofo no onto innocent Ghanaians ni abobo omo to apre omo enti no anya yenye say ye begu no na NDC fo wo bibi ti say sa azoka boys na ya de omo making reference na ya kwakogu no ti yenya kogu sa na omo ni na wi ade no onim say yenya ko 2020 ade ope bi obetimi dia ye because that time no ye ni group bia wo ba bia, but I'm telling you ade na omo ye ni nyina is because of the see why ya waso no the fear of a reprisal attack. The fear of a reprisal attack. Say the a course why I was on. I a book boy NDC for B2. A pre-play or mobile short commission. Nase. I mean, who say NDC for be a Bobby Tuo, a big shockers, yeah, this book bomb, a big Nenaya Petit, a 7 Matis, and see a Britania. And to a slow, says they say a corner election, Diana. There is nowhere NDC ever unprepared. There is nowhere, said here, a mobile boy and pro for two, a pre-praman for my withdraw from side election. No, 7 your best now I am behind said, yeah, by another election. Now I am wire home, near Banoma to Q2, now you're done, and I withdraw 2021. When it is not going to happen. That is not to say, buy any police for and any soldier for any. They are mandated by law. Omo state security. Sabi, you know, more Juma. And any police for Yasem, and I any soldier for Yasem. But so for criminals, no, party tax and hoodlums, no, not to set a 2 the Maomo, and more bulletproof vest, as a shock as the Maomo. We will not allow them to intimidate us on any day because of the person who hold on to power. And now President Akufo-Addo na Parliament now says, oh, yeah, Juma. And now say, oh, yeah, one village, one dam. Why ya magana ya kama. If indeed those words are what can if you are say you are delivering on your promise. I don't think I hear such criminals in the tax way just because you can hold on to power. So oh yeah, Juma na Ghana ya kama. Obi a ho tonwa. And I wouldn't say Ghana for what to so policies are there but BBI a friend team to say Ghana ya deck. Said the only party person or much na. Naturally, Ghanaians will go and vote. Said because why? But because you know very well deep within your heart, say, oh, promises mean na 218. What failing? One village, one dam, and I done one village, one dugout, one pond, one village, one abula. When you go to the north, that is what is there. Who said that Kutuam and Anamo the tanker, water tanker, no more Kobuagum. No my signboard the sewer. No my country say one village, one dam. Obia or Hemidiano should just Google the definition of a dam. Oh, you see, President Akufo-Addo Brofuno can be brebe or kasakeke. What is the definition of a dam? Yet the river in Sua Etene and now blocking her. Yakasa who created dam. How many rivers are there in the 3 northern regions? If you go to the 3 northern regions, we have about 1,766 villages. How many dams have you created so far out of the 1,766 villages? How many dams? And no neighbor there. You see, look. So, who's why you're Juma? 1 million, one constituency, and also the SCC 8 toilets. The insult. You see, we have a president who are sensitive to the plight of us. Also, Obama constituency be $1 million. Which is over 5 million Ghana cedis every year. We are in 2019. We have the country say, Sasikana would about $1 million. No, would you see KVIP, a toilet? Now, what do you say? What Diabeben will also be empowered Safa Ghana for Yati? You will be any Bibiakan view. Sasa for media Macan, may say Anyaduma. On Mampania, all opposition. Pronouncement like all die be die. Owo bia yo wo etiwa ye kire bibi kakra wo ho wunim se be ma ye ntore na ye mienu e na ye nanam na o keka asem na o hye omukutu pan all that be that. Look, you at the time you even created an impression as if say what happened was at 31 was the creation of the NDC. And then nyame a on pe bone ma ye chie wo na no party for din komo Eastern region na wa odi tu mu say etiwa ye kire bibi meaning say wunim say wo nkrofo de kodi bone wo etiwa. I don't want to say etiwa NDC for kire bibi. Now see etiwa ye kire bibi. Wo say etiwa ye kire bibi because wunim say mu MPP for na mkodi e ukasem wo etiwa. And through the media no mu yi bi say eye NDC say ye na yakwa kodi bone wo. But inwardly you knew say etiwa MPP for the kodi bone. All that be die. Eye kasa Arab countries ni kan. All that be die. Obo ra ba bi ti say Afghanistan, Baghdad, Iraq. Eho and a man for can all that be die. Enye kasa sebe ye o your mampani where to assault. Now pe peace o pass dia. Enye kasa o say free wonu mu ba. Because o come Arab ho na na obi kojina marketplace school baby all die be no jai bomb nim na nipa 30 nipa 50 no mawu suicide bombers kasa na president Akufo-Addo na woka mu create invincible forces be the militants on our side na wakeka anche sooner or later omo de mrabe show mu and you think now we are President Mahama free ni mofra sire besi baby wanyina dura ni ti ho afudwene onyina baby declare order be die da onyina baby and declare order be die da and I'm proud of it. Una also person or president you want to serve the people of Ghana and no violence and no violence. Look at how President Mahama handed over power peacefully to you in the 2016 election. But the way you say tin 2 and 2 when you are also we are juma nin kasama Ghana for beto ama Ghana for pempuntu pronouncements all that be that na chama wuntumi ono de ya me akola for serious ntimi mbese me kana sem abedino so ono be koso Arab Spring obe koso Arab Spring in an interview obe koso Arab Spring so munya mun madekro but yet because of President Mahama ni NDC ye peacefulness nti munta police obi kra invite him ya kwati ese obuso ampo doctor tape bi ese kidnapping ni wan ti afre no obi o ka so obe koso Arab Spring kra no cho MPP awudi sema sebe wo mutirim no masa eda ho plain 2008 a tape ye pie ya owura Kofi Dwuma admit ye and that tape he admitted say ono an the kind 119 po wan ka say doctor dimpo aye chi na wo say o ma smuggle arms atuo nsika ni ade dia court time e ko dibone obe oni abse a voice 2012 Anthony Kebo and oye Minister of State ye chi no a no so wo say doctor wo say Akufo-Addo so recruit mercenaries no mo medi bone in the 2012 election na mo ka say mo ye hwan president also wo opposition on the police in the fair deal ene nyame aye wadon wa be Ghana mampani obeye Ghana mampani no say Ghana ye to aba de mawa wo hwe constitution a ye to aba de mawa na ye de banbo nyina hye won sa President Akufo-Addo listen to me carefully enti innocent Ghanaians no mko to aba mawo no omo to aba mawo with the secure knowledge say omo do omo banbo nyina beto oso omo de ato so awi say you are in charge of the Ghana police. Una wa appoint IGP. Una appoint chief of defense staff, CDS of the Ghana army. Una say BNI boss, national security coordinator. You are in charge of the cohesive arm of government. And also still ano ena u training o party for ena still ano u keep on. What are you using them for when you have the state security apparatus at your disposal? Uviye ya osi ye one in this band. Now one two nations is me ya to Obama me maboa me ya this band. Me ya to Obama. Chama sefa kan ya to Obama. Obi ya to Obama. Media von one ya to Obama no. So obi be this band bibia onus no edawo so President Akufo-Addo. Ya to aba wiye ye se eye data force for ko dia to trust some original coordinating council ewo Ashanti region. Say wa appoint security liaison officer de na ba ho omo mpe no eno basa ye to trust them say ma ejapade ma papa ifiri abansoro so ba form be bo besi ne papa ne sisi ne ya besi ne or medical condition ampampa no watie data force for yi atendi papa yi e de former police commander Ashanti regional Payado and de na ba. So the question is, are you the commander-in-chief of the Ghana Armed Forces or you are the commander-in-chief of the Delta and Invincible Forces? The Delta and Invincible Forces can end at the year. The Invincible Force and the Delta Force can end at the year. So our point will be a who did you know or you competent to bet me a bow ama a juma course of by kama Ghana benye assume you know Delta Force will be tiba so mumpene now pampa what changing the former police commander Ashanti regional Payado de Naba. Yachi Ora DSP Nanka Bruce it has never happened in the history of Ghana. Bo Papai fame from in the full glare of everybody at the seat of government. Omampania Sweye was or office, which has never happened in the history of Ghana. Yabu Wamuye, instead of you to even reprimand the invincible forces, no. Make I say Yachi police for me soldier form yenu ene ye chi ex serviceman baako ni adan a ye say President Akufo-Addo any abandon suspect say omo na leak video footage no of say Bukasem na ekọ so no into the media into ya chi o makwose guard room eno mu say president ayechi oba Kumasi after coordinating council issue no okosi ya otumfo okatro otumfo say the ekọ so na ya nguase egu Ghana ne asantema hu fi bi sibio only God knows the offer as Kumasi ko katrem lantiel okoya na came court amko attack court President Akufo-Addo for Christ's sake you are a lawyer. You are a member of the legal fraternity. At least, if nothing at all, you belong to the legal fraternity of Ghana. An attack on the court is an attack on the legal fraternity. It is a partisan an attack on the courts of our land. Now, also, who say you are part of that fraternity. And you don't quite what happened? You don't call court. And I later attended General Befali non prosecute. So on this or discontinue case, not mean twice view. The government is no more interested in that case. And I'm not telling whom say I'm president Etayechi. Kandahar boys Tamale. Yes, see a check MPP phobia check more police station or Tamale. Na Kandahar boys the Mrash or Munsem. A boy raho. Ako zi microphone free self. Na awrehu se me wo mse police fo mu ma no mo duty no omo wie no mo e do mo ma to se ma yire police fo no do mo ma ko sesa lock omo Agyei police fo ti enya nwumre e na no mo be change ba ho no mo be hu se ya lock ye microphone ye bi o ma na je nko Kandahar boys are succeeding e the police force self awrehu se ade asuma banda 2 year for se President Akufo-Addo ye ho ye ye to abama wa de asembe ba yantie President Akufo kan Kofi Kumsin kan Dr. Nyahotamaklu okan Pamela Bridgewater Wikileaks okan we didn't listen ene ababedru de adru ya Agyei nsema wo na wo sie se yenhwe how I bet this band ayawaso hwede course wo ayawaso IGP krase sa omo de SWAT vehicles eba ya omo na mo se omo belong to national security omo ka SWAT team no hono omo ba ono IGP the Inspector General of the Ghana Police you in charge of all internal security also oni mo hwe the Minister of Interior Owura Ambusderi you are on appointee say Kano it doesn't belong to Ghana Police. President Akufo-Addo question na me busani is it the case say mobile under the implementation of the order that policy no and na for Mexica e dia toto atuoni cars any ade dia ma mo party tax na so you see what you are doing no ya hwe ya ube create a terrorist group of Ghana which will not allow say ya na Boko Haram money ayimu nyina. This is how it started. Politicians they create here later when you are unable to control them it degenerates into other things to the extent that the IGP say boys no ni mo DCO Peerless Mensah who is the director of operations at the Ghana Police Headquarters National and in charge of all deployments. FCC onimomo. Minister of Interior ese onimomo. Ghana na ye kohin. Oma se mask enti se ochina bi no so obi ko no okope car no the police enforcement bon na o she mask no pesa brown uniform ni bi she no bowura Accra mo and Kumasi mo no tututu no okum nipa eno anu akọ because there has been a president at Ayawaso. President yente say wa condemn what you are the chairman of the National Security Council. And look with the security architecture the excellent na say MPP as a party no this masida and they are not coordinating with the statutory security and as a state security. Why? Because IGP a member of the National Security Council plus other 2 commissioners of police. And the national security for operational. How come the police set up anymore here when they are fully represented on the National Security Council? How come? Question way answer me. IGP okay, National Security Council no. I know other 2 commissioners of police count. And how come the entire police service any sa operation no hwe and SWAT obia or hwe Mississippi can just go to SWAT for on website na onkohwe SWAT omu unit no bibia se make fa uhwem kra na eya yet say it is a unit under the Ghana Police Service and under the direct command of the IGP. It is na SWAT ekoye operation na IGP ni mo he SWAT obie SWAT for website sia wo di machinje no just open SWAT unit of Ghana omu website ebeba you open IGP owura de bidasantie ne picture kakraka and a ball first thing because because almost internal unit almost check nasi and then na SWAT etime akore bibi IGP so onim mo na mo say national security the IGP is part of the NSC onususu nim Minister of Interior who is also on the National Security Council no esusu onim enti oman ben ya chechire oman ben na say ya chechire e wo Ghana ha yankwati a owura kodo okonkroma no no de mewura ho ama MTC say ode no ho ko board Dr. Baumia no enti say ono so wa start a twantro say the I group no the I group no a recruitment agency the I group no a recruitment agency owura kodo okonkroma da be na start say wu twantro Baumia no syndrome no ye di bia wo be twantro ene wo gu fi papa wan kasa akeje wan ubie the eye for a website at the hobo yi omo ankasa describe omo so omo ye security service omo so omo ye security service look in fact abrante bia ye say e friend no Alhaji Muhammad ye friend no aka Odenke also me person ka me body no correctly e de mamo. In fact, Abrante ni ditum say oba MPP mu na ope eye omo militia groups and like vigilante groups a omo create a eye the I group no e ka ho wo de muntie fi onu akase nanum enti da be na da recruitment agency
MPP they have Delta Force Invisible and the I in the MPP and NDC too they have Azuka Boys, the Ox, and the motor riders, and the Bashaka. They are almost 6 or 8. So when the president said that they are going to ban vigilante, I've agreed on him.
So Mati Abrantian was say about MPP moi. Omo vigilante groups no a Delta Force, Invincible Force, and at the eye. Orakodo Ponkruma, be you one, and this is the PRO of the Invincible Forces. When one can walk Kukuomo and Wakasa Asafo Agyei na America, Waka live on TV. Orakodo Ponkruma, come and answer, come and contradict him. Be contradicting no. Bra na be contradicted the ono all can ni emu se wo na wo kan no kra na ono na etwantro why mo brezi vigilante ni tagri any sa atutura se mo to the extent say the presidency annex babia omampani asoye se be senye flash star house na nkeye alternative na ho na no muti anza no mutu akọ kasire nim eho ena modiamba sa party tax criminals and hoodlums way and the training grounds manase nyame nsirawo okofa afford buy so omudi di e de yasem so what are sent there na asesa na de chese we no de akwati a omwapa omho ntumanti omusia no de omonti ase yankote a say I a whole security zone bio ye de akoma tourism ministry and the security zone bio nti wo mu betimi akwa na enye security zone bio a why have you deployed national security operatives and police officers to go and man the place for what? Police for national security for go o mo bo ban e wo ho o mo do to che mo parliament and if you care to know who do upon command President Akufo-Addo matrono adadio ama ya pam ho ntoma listen to Dr. Emmanuel Kosieni Dr. Emmanuel Kwesieni owo Kofi Annan Center of One High Hono mutie de oka o se ono short commission ni friend no obaye oye so de ne ka ewam no omo ka kire ne se ehwo security zone only the right pass e be man kwa na wura only the right accreditation e betimi ama na wuram entu on pack wa bonten security zone na onko commission wo na onfa na dance enko. Listen to Dr. Kwesieni na mo samra me kan kire me se de me kan me boa
is, or really your surprise, is where the venue they were using for their training. The government says, as far back as 5th of March 2017, the President tasked the Ministry of Tourism, Arts and Culture to spearhead the transformation of that place into a museum. So that is no longer a security zone. Shouldn't that be important?
No, that is untrue. First, when I appeared before the Short Commission, my vehicle was not allowed to enter because I was told it was a security zone, and I didn't have the appropriate authorization.
That is no longer a security zone. Shouldn't that be important?
No, that is untrue. First, when I appeared before the Short Commission, my vehicle was not allowed to enter because I was told it was a security zone, and I didn't have the appropriate authorization.
That is no longer a security zone. Shouldn't that be important?
No, that is untrue. First, when I appeared before the Short Commission, my vehicle was not allowed to enter because I was told it was a security zone, and I didn't have the appropriate authorization. Number two, no.
Safi Martin. Owura kojo opon kumani MPP atrono adoso. We Dr. Emmanuel Kwesieni or a security expert. Onso sebe. Onso so NDC ni. This is an independent minded person. A ote Ghana ha. Onso so no oye NDC ni nwaka so otwantro. Oye Manase, oye adwuma odo FM. Oka ne Saturday ya oni fa. So ode ne car urban only last week ya asem na yeken. Urban ye say a security zone. Mo deploy national security for any police for mo boban ho. At the expense of the taxpayers. Mu wie asema ba mo be patrol no say ade na ya ne yeto ate enti Ghana for mo mfa nkyeye no. Mu say twantro dada Ghana for say as of ayikra ye dia kwakoma de na mu twantro. Owura kwadwo pon kroma mfatawo. Emfatawo entro de enim so otwa bat nka ye hwe wani ma ya na enti se ba onya de no. Aden because enche bia na security liaison officer or Upper West etro letter our party for some boys so it is something you are doing across. It is something you are doing across the abba bontia ya timunko na ye kan wasem. This is a copy of the letter. Obi a onya bia onhwe bia. This is a copy of the letter. You can read it. You can zoom it and read it. Letter no NDA signed by the security liaison officer our Upper West wa. And in fact at Namewo Asempa FM when John Boadu was doing a one-on-one with Obi or justify why I was a trainer woman. So why are you shifting positions? Why are you running away? Because security liaison officer no wadiatum say a letter. John Boadu so amiati say indeed boni bia nim on Asempa enti eyeden ene masa be ka tire say enya no kre eyeden mo be ka tire say enya no kre masa Ghana ha yan ohuru yanim nkosuro na Nyankopon a sebe obo Ghana fo ye ho ban ene ama enoma mu ye nyina eto ate anim guase kam a Ghana fo gradually they will omo be hu nipa President Akufo-Addo any MPP and they will say MPP never again. MPP never again. Na choma no ye President Akufo-Addo former bodyguard no. Akwa baby twantro. Akona tu. Akotena twantro. Say omo ye nkrofo kuo bi a omo planting for food and jobs omo do broni yi lying through his teeth on net 2 mutie no net 2 mutie no evidence based presentation na me no me betena be kan obi aka say mabom trim na make kan sem edigu president Akufo do oban mfi listen to him
e betumi asoso mo asen na omo so nya kakra bi se na be a
the I need and I group need more the mutim because mo pese mo bua mo gudu na no na omo wo ahoden se mo num se no e bi omo nya adwuma nya ye no mo bom mo kam ho bom a mo betumi create bibi e di ama mo na enu create ni se mo di mo ahoden no e be kwa ko anaka confusion na
de that nti mi din kan ka se be gina nipa no so ye create ni nyina se ye the I group ye the I din kan ye ni se e ba ye no na galamsey kakra wo ho nti the I group no kote company under the I na e betumi de nya lances e de aye mining betumi de nya investors e betumi aso ye group no asen so we started from there e group be ni hu say family ade a e bo man se o pesa otiti o man a e duane nti yesu enko land because Ghana ni a ye wo no bebre yen sase asase for Ghana titiri okunkura na se na
minu amemba me waste time crowd on this guy on say o kasa ni nyina no o hwefa ne fa o hweba bia cameraman ni gyina no because somebody is coaching him as to what to say o twan through his teeth na o the journalist no on no kro we ensuma journalist na akasa nim say akwa we twan through nti o say enti mo vigilante group no enam obi hu say ya na wo kasa wo ya afu obedi adi because journalist na akasa na wote host no onim say o mo ya vigilante group na wo host no de ono afa wadwuma akasa ru Canada Japan no ono akasa kura akwaje atumu obabi say masa we mo ya vigilante group de mo ya it is wrong de ono afa wadwuma onu tia wo ka no ade atum say ya wo ye tia wo ka no to onum na wu twan through tie wo boss Canada Japan wa fo odwuma o ma no ko fie o kakra no na ma edu ba bia o conscience nya adwuma tie wo boss.
The explanation I got at the airport was that Gano was training them and using them to give to security. I don't have a problem with Manaz Zuri because I'm Catholic. One Catholic and a year. Or Paso be a who say, I didn't know okay, no correct. First of all, Manaz Zuri. Is there element of truth or not? There is element of truth about Nkofona Otrini Omo Okasa. Are you saying, say, in the more you did be a Otrini Omo authority will be a Honoray? We are people can I? Maybe so, who to me Kawasemi? Aha, if you say, what said you say, MPP don't put. Aha! It's a wrong question. Good. What it is? Our castle. Our castle. Please tell that to the dog. I said, tell that to the dog. And yeah, you know, me, Nimside, the one day, me, and my boy, be say, oh, no. Israwa 2000 na you see your first security ever castle. So let me check. Me check here. And we catch him say no. And yeah, security are here far. But guy be why MPP bodyguard be pay. And now we training in Kwaku. But we training maybe imagining arms. And I'm catching about don't pay money to anybody. Anybody who tells you say Obama or Yagno security company for 2,000 cities they are making. It's not true. And I left it like that. The explanation I got at the airport was that Gano was training them and using them to give to security companies. Why? That I don't know. But at least Azuri really one catching.
Enti Oman FM host me minim ni din. Wow boss. And all contradiction. Baby, I will be as you trust because when you guase. No curfew. No curfew until one. I'm a 2 man. I bet now we should do. Catch us on my fool, and I also so, and I'm moving foot to go Ghana for any. Oh, boss, we see you, Kennedy, and I go and Moasen. Also, he is fully aware he made calls. He is fully aware and that he made calls. And what are you defending? What are you defending? And no man a course so I will promo. Any sa expose ya nas de buy. We heard voices. Everything is clear. Say they have the tacit support of President Akufo-Addo. Na ye tape room ni say yesi one phrase bi catch can o tape room say President Freye na obusa say ye mra ye nkola na mo castle ni ana. And in the tape was the president say anya no wanwampo omo no mo ho aye frese no. President Akufo-Addo, I'm telling you. Say we say kwasi nyantachi edudin ko number 12 expose him. Na wo nsoma. So you made the case against him at the CID. Na wo see enchen. You declared him wanted when he was at Morocco. Fraser Galway, I was see wo Freya. Ubusa emkola we mu ho asem mrantie yi awukafo we mu oka criminals we mu no obusa say omo na wo ma omo a omugu castle ho no. If indeed say boy we asema o can oboa get him arrested. Said you all can oboa na woni ni nkomo ana influence obi aso ma one ne nkasa get him arrested like you did to Kwesi Nyantakyi. Give us a break, President Akufo-Addo. You are hiding behind your age. Hiding behind your age. And I will try to run away as a way of penning to be entering Kawasem. Because many clan or none of betting I am. And Yakokan, yes, he did the atom. Branch now or what tape no man or Cassasem. Where is even the tape? Me pesa man for no mutie, no muso be many more mitrimoha. Basa mua munti. Get him arrested like you did to Kwesi Nyantakyi. Kwasi Nyantakyi dudin akwa ka asem e number 12 expose nim onsuma no unimu wo he and why a case against Kwesi Nyantakyi me anya case against you because you are the president of Ghana.
The investigation has revealed that the group has 2 offices in this building, one as the secretariat of the group and another as the office of the commander. When Joy News contacted the presidency on this story, the Director of Communications at the Office of the President, Eugene Agyei, gave the following response. The President has no knowledge of the alleged activities of this said group, let alone sanction the activities. My checks from National Security have revealed that no such group is operating from the castle. Despite this denial, the group does not conceal where it operates from. On its website, theigroup.com, the I Group describes itself as a security company whose personnel are trained by retired military officers. It has its motto as vigilance and protection. Christianborg Osu Castle is its address on the website. Ministry of Interior, which licenses private security agencies, has told Joy News the I Group is not licensed to provide any security services. Sources within the group, however, say the I Group undertakes security operations in and out of Accra. Vigilante Group vows to protect ballot, said the I Group had been formed by Choman, Nana Akufo-Addo's bodyguard. The story said, and I quote, the I Vigilante Group is made up of energetic men and female MPP members across the country, whose primary target is to protect MPP members against any attacks by lawless people. End of quote. 2018, the Chief of Staff of the group, Fraser Keja, told TV3 in an interview that the group had a membership of over 5,000 youth.
The I Group is all over the 10 regions of this country, and we over 5,000 members incredibly every day. You understand? And the I Group is made up of youth of this country that believes in the ideas and the policies of Nana Addo Dankwa's government.
Leaders of the group say they facilitated the drafting of members of the group into the security agencies and helped them get jobs.
Tintoju, also Murawa. Now, I use Yamo because I don't know what I said over there. Almost council. Overall, they found the best.
Both the commander and chief of staff of the group have on different occasions warned members of the group against acts of lawlessness, but it appears some of them are often engaged in criminal acts and have often had brushes with the law. Here is their chief of staff in one of their meetings.
Youth of this country that believes in Adodanko's government.
Leaders of the group say they facilitate the drafting of members of the group into the security agencies and help them get jobs.
What's the advantage that
both the commander and chief of staff of the group have on different occasions warned members of the group against acts of lawlessness, but it appears some of them are often engaged in criminal acts and have often had brushes with the law. Here is their chief of staff in Monday, December 10, 2018 was the first meeting of the group after the conference center event. That morning, Fraser Orekukeja, one of the leaders of the I group who is referred to as the chief of staff, addressed members of the militia group. He told them President Akufo-Addo had asked about the group at the conference center.
President
At the group at the conference center.
President
Safi obiatibi. So obiatibi. Hwe? On President Akufo-Addo on se wani maguase. Kojo Okonkwo on se wani maguase. MPP aban wani maguase. We sebe ye nikura na afra yaso ensi. Wa fe ni se aduasa mienu se President Busa ye no. O se President oti ye kura anya onwanwa. We will declare or die be die. Better na ye onwanwa. Who declare or die be die. O party for obitimi tina ready so say we declare war. Obitimi ka say obekoso Arab Spring. Obitimi make pa ye to aba wie 2012 aye be court. Omo ye rally bi wodo me kwa benya. Na brantie bi saa time na omo ye introduction omo be free Hosinada omo refers on the board bi aso mokumasem. On that rally Obi Beka or say it was about time they manufactured bombs. No matter akunkum Ghana for and sana Ghana for more serious. And in this tape, militia for a train no more castle. Tia there, omu chief of staff nekan. O say o mampani frey no, o tie kra anya onwanwa. It didn't come to you as a surprise. Because oh you are aware. Oh yeah, when I unya aware then our security liaison officer. Oh you appointee. Ebetimi atena wa upper west I sue letter Ediama party so mo form from radio training one. So I say no dey na waka fa and you think we are fools? You think NDC is going to listen to Okon West no? Okon West no? Masa, you did that all 2020 and yeah, civil society for everybody should speak. One kasa ne otinanti min kasa. Obian kasa because ya ma ye microphone koto aba ne emubobo mutu nku omu. Ena aba Ghana democracy kabi mamin kabi. If you think that you are working, you are delivering on your promises. Masa, your state security, your Ghana police, your army, your special forces near there, allow them to work. Allow them to work. Uya, what the jina bonte, no ayo ho, anomako kone, as if say you don't know anything about this. Security liaison officer, and he still at post. Suman so on yes, sack also man so train sad yenesi wo wana let any liki e ma joy FM for kind. How different is it from where I actually? The only difference is that way eye babia eye security zone e na ehun aba asem. But only God knows why no babia ye training wo. Only God knows groups ahodwa set okroma ye training wo. And the Ghana police, the military must wake up. Ghana eye asumdie man. Ghana eye nyankopon man. Ghana, what is happening? Oh, these are some of the consequences when you vote for a 74-odd-year man. Because he has nothing to lose. He has nothing to lose. What you want to do, you say, be a free bone to her. What in Ghana, secretary doesn't care. President Akufo-Addo, you failed to even visit them. One for an nimpo anchor here because in your own thinking you thought they were NDC people. So you don't give a hoot, you don't give a damn about them. And I'm sorry, and now in the Mabuchi. Mind you, Omoya Ghana for they pay tax near the Tuaoka. They are born the Tuono, Nitwo, a being a Tuaoka, you know, ma. It's nothing at all. They are born to a year channel, Nisika, ne tax in be, and they would develop a Ghana, no bottom sika. You are not running Ghana from your own bank account. Na yeti kromha. Wakodia beben Asafo amanfo nti ntimi nka no kre. Akodia beben Asafo amanfo nti no kre kan aye Ghana for den. Christian Council, Peace Council, obi aka na no atum. Manase expose ni bai, obi aka na no atum, nobody is talking. Nwanwampo. Obi koka butro buta no maba sisi a no maduwa na no de mo ba bekesa because eno de efa NDC ni jomama no onye nipa oye sremni oye tani enti onye nipa Akufo-Addo eye nipa etan because ono ade o se ya kanfo de ye dodo ye ho ya kanfo de ye dodo ye ho ya kanfo de ye dodo ye ho. Enti Akufo-Addo ya there nobody sees wrong with it. Obi ane ya born supporters to pre bi egu hospital. I remember very well. They were so wicked to the extent that after so we shoot to young Crawford, only no say some kogu East Legon police for them to die there. They were so heartless. Some of us will receive calls to come for our people, otherwise they will bleed to death. What you say? As we know the Christian Council, Peace Council, you see no wrong because it is about Akufo-Addo. Because nanado. And then Owura David Asante Pietu. Me papa me mpena sembia. Me mpena sembia. But onu ahwe be omane kona. Onu ahwe be President Akufo-Addo di omane kona. Okaka ni trim se sebe. Anya hwe kura no no betime adwane akwa abuchira o ma wa abusua. Ni nuanum bi ewo ha enti say na jato Ghana enyo ono ne benya ni tradidima some of his family members will suffer enti oba so commissioners you could see from the demeanor ni bibia say Agyei nsem say na yeka so adwuma no fanto wo de beto and na yeka so adwuma no fanto wo de beto na mami je mensa wo de kasien kodu wo de mensa kasien kodu cause wa dwen yo say MPP aba you are also wabam because okamu na ayawa so ya pray man for a big short commission and one say it was peaceful na me betua o Agyei Mensa oba tan e wo se wunya abibiye obi e ka wonsurum wunya abadaye ya tutu prepare manfo say o say it was peaceful o akomati me de betena TV so say it was peaceful nyame hu mobo se de nantwie ni dua anka ne to no sa na bodua enka konfonsam topa na ko sa akokono topa na ko sa akokono emre ye ninka so o hwe president sa amabako idi amin nyina ama omko eya de mamu nyina oti play mu no wayira ene owen eya de ma oti play mu ebe ya no wayira obeba togo no osiwo ene owen appointment kakra no kofi o wunya dinti oba wo so wunya abadaye ye bo amanfo to prepare mu say o say the election was peaceful because ya soma ase koye cause yes MPP for the one say robot asa 2019-2020 election ye twema o enya boaboa ho hwe dia wo beye bia ye beka ho asem dia wo beye bia ye de ni vigilance dia wo beye bia ye de ni vigilance ye de be win election 2020 Ghana for bre no man pani na mo agia tum say Ghana say 24th September 2018 America or say Ghana we are in hardship but we are not in crisis, and in 2019 everybody ever to crisis. Look at the CD dollar, look at the exchange rate. Today local businesses are collapsing. President Akufo-Addo baby akunya, businesses are collapsing. Only God knows emrantie ya okofo mu create data force and to trust them or and let me show you something city published na wo de mo a make us and mu de mo hwe about 18 to trust them nko a emrantie we modi e wo Ghana wo de mo hwe bi. Just watch it on the screens from December 2016 eba awukasem abonefo sem asa emrantie yedi. Just watch it wo de wa hwe bi be de ato me na bom trim e na ka asem entu MPP sun me nya hwe mfrim but no krana entrophobia yo mo say omo de omo ye civil society omo ye peace council omo ye wey entu omo be fa kwan bi so omo na akwa enim no ma bia ye tisusa ti time bia de omo manipulate system in a certain way no enu nie evidence-based presentation from December, February, April, July, October, January, March, June, August. And that was plain. Just watch it. Just watch it. Odi amu amu she se me boa emu de me ma bom sire mu ame na me kwakwa Asafo de me na me ka de mo nka me boa. We a city enya NDC headquarters city and a publish it. City and a publish it. City and our publishing Bonnie Bang. Yenwan say na amin. Yenwan say and amia into a Ghana Kwaku do pempenso a yedri. Yenwan say na amin. Yet it me and can crunch Ghana for President Akufo-Addo. Crime statistics. Obia Oshemibian. You can just go on your Android phone. Robbery top crimes in 2017. Increased by 27%. Police report. Ubia and also so a city where not major offenses. You just read murder from 2016 and 549. Akufo-Addo buy a jump was 609. A jump was 609. 2016 Akufo-Addo buy na 549 under Domama or buy a 609. That was 10.9% increment. Chronoball robbery, a jumping in 2016 from 1,397 to 1,772, 26.8% increment. Rape, Monato, 2016 497, Akufo-Addo by 540, 3.4% increment. Deferment, 2016 1,341, 2017 1,686. 25.7% increment. We are in the state of insecurity. And then Ghana didn't sleep. Nothing is working. Mkwati ene loto kura se me nua was den o se omutwa loto kura munni Washington darling ozo omutwa loto kura se omunni better wadi system no moye dry system no emoye dry me nua no enti se ya hwe anka no kure antre president Akufo-Addo ene na ban na yesi e ba betena ho abeye enhwe han na obi e be ya no mum ye nka no kure antre president na ye be te se ena an the media ne be kan ye betie dia me nua no ma ya hwe ye be die dokro kwa the evidence abounds at the whole pefe at the whole plane sebe enye NDC for na ekuki bibi we aduma president Akufo-Addo ba agunku. Just watch it. We me evidence based, just watch it. And I'm there to screen so watch it. Oba ye local businesses nyina egu Ghana for mu wo bi a omo de fa amanfo aduma ene omo nyina omo aduma egu egu businesses are merging, banks collapse, men's gold, and I will come to men's gold ankasa. Men's gold, moka say asem na wu. Video na e ba ya KOD na mo na kola na oye wa brochire did that YouTube obo government appointees like KK Amwa former Yoko boss Munadin President Akufo-Addo onti moka say yen samanfo ene wo krom ha moka say yen samanfo ye be kan anu atum aba betena din mo na mo se ese nkrofo no aba mo cast wo no omo ye recruitment. Why did you need soldiers and policemen to go and evict them from the castle? Obi a ono ye job recruitment eyi keke de say onye harmless, onye harmful. Ti adenti na mu hia soldier for the police for nam do mako. Atro ne nada. Lies oluman udintro. But ye what do the heaven also been who jaya trono. But ye what do heaven na also odwene ho. Sa sebe nyame to nsa frɛ wa wo be ko osoro ahima mu akwadwedwo ho. Na jaya trono. Atrono, the lies, they are too much. Ghana yen kanu kre entebi mu ya and Asafo Agyei what air condition mu kra na fifire to make them air condition bomb. But I'm still sweating because I talk with passion. No kra na ya ka say yentimi nka. Yen mu say ho pa say yen kanu kro yen kanu kre say ye hwe ya bra bomu nne ne de toto dwoma ama ho eye pe. Businessman na dollar motor ni sen. Import duties na sen. Adwadifo mu kodwom na mabra boti sen. Yan kan kre. Aban we abobisia over 50 billion, say 54 billion or mabo. They have nothing to show. Say sika no mu di good asem e di on the gu ho no awie say e di obiani. Ena mu wisika ne nko a mu wi na mu diga na fo atem William Kwaku mo spending over 9 million Ghana cedis e de akokra ami wo amanuru aba anya adwuma na ye kan ya wo se wudie wonim siremfo wo no matena 17 years amo nka no kra no adidi o matem pasa am kan lu say ahomafo dwani ahantan any time among for February, Bappers on the music bo man Ghana no. Now did you matter the awareness or move phone too much? Katati send pray any dream dear Abdul Krum say ma Ganam say President Akufo-Addo Nyame fa born chow Ganam say Obai also ba be kun Ganam say also be kun Ganam say ewie atire say na won crofo for atire ye ni nyina meba ho one after the other one after the other ene de eye Manase ni ayawaso bridi sankrofo me say me wi am be yi maame na yina kire mo na mo amhwe but before then listen to the IGP me IGP ni me penasem me nyada no but then ahano uhwe ni dimi na ni the poster you could see say ono aba bi o mane kono watena se hu say While we are President Akufo-Addo on the man post but obese Ghana. They just watch the demeanor, the posture, everything of the IGP in all sincerity. Where the Ura David Asante so time preko no yin atopa. Sa na atan okodu so no yin America. Menyadano but just watching. I
know from your operational orders that you have SWAT Alpha and SWAT Bravo teams at least.
Yes, my lord.
What can these SWAT Alpha and SWAT Bravo teams do that or let me reverse it. What can the National Security Council SWAT team do that SWAT Alpha and SWAT Bravo cannot do?
My lord, I do not know the capabilities of the National Security SWAT team for now, because some of them were not posted there as SWAT members from the police service to the National Security, but they have been given some form of training. And
can you testify to what form of training?
Well, I know that they have been trained, but specifically what type of training that will make them more capable than us, I am unable to tell. But I believe that the operation was not an extraordinary one. If you had intelligence on something, then the police service can also do the same operation.
Would you recommend, as a head of the police, that we should have a unit outside the police, subject to somebody else's orders, who is not in the police, operating and doing the same kind of things that your capable and trained police officers can do?
My lord, my suggestion will be against that. I do not know the capabilities of the National Security SWAT team for now, because some of them were not posted there as SWAT members from the police service to the National Security, but they have been given some form of training. And
can you testify to what form of training?
Well, I know that they have been trained, but specifically what type of training that will make them more capable than us, I am unable to tell. But I believe that the operation was not an extraordinary one. If you had intelligence on something, then the police service can also do the same operation.
Would you recommend, as a head of the police, that we should have a unit outside the police, subject to somebody else's orders, who is not in the police, operating and doing the same kind of things that your capable and trained police officers can do?
My lord, my suggestion will be against that.
So what the IGP? So what the IGP? To the extent say the Inspector General of Police, by law, you did to me in something internal security on the mobile, or see some the sort of training with him. You see the danger we are living in. You see the danger we are living in. The sort of training no crown with him. As we say, a bro almost, and then almost yepe. And almost bro almost so. And to wait, almost bring a surprise be 2020 better than a police as well. For now, we can only rely on the army. That is if almost so bad. Me army now, compromise. The army will deliver. They will deliver. They will deliver. Yes, so Kosha come for a Christian this day. Yeah, they see why I was an eye opener. And I can't even tell them. It is an eye opener. Yeni adawo de esi waya waso na esi 2020 akaji yensem. Esi 2020 akaji yensem. Enuanom be call radio go da koto agumbe ni so. Enti say na we start na me prepare na yakoto aso wo ho. Ti me bi we ni besi wa ya. Na ye next topic no me de beba beto na my announcement anytime. Na ya san to aso say ya na ye be some media for no some my kan asema ye beto ye bo we me buy me ntwa ntro asema me kan bibi nse obi anum magnya na magada me evidence me dia beto o hebi o tibi audio visual the letter me dia to enya video attempt. If you have superior facts to counter what I have said, put it out. And now say now be the attempt and why you say no ye kwasia and I say what you say and no me no kan and come quote na kan shirt me twem wo hoda da owo bibi foforo kan eno an say wo de superior facts adansi dia e contradicted the Asafo Agyei dia beto no that's all about you proper yin share already good e be san share bi o minuano
to understand that. And then secondly, there is the irresponsibility of a political and military elite in Nigeria. The irresponsibility of the political elite by cashing in on this poverty. We all know what started Boko Haram. Everybody knows. It was started in Borno by the then Borno governor, Ali Sharif. He is still roaming the streets freely. Yes. When Yusuf was caught alive, who created it? The ECOMOG. Who created the ECOMOG? We have to look at the root cause in order to find a solution. The root cause of that problem, as we know it today, is Ali Sharif. He used them for his own political machinery. He armed them as his political thirds. He even made one of them a commissioner. But they became too powerful. And they had no option but to try an elimination.